Hi everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. Welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber, and if you haven't subscribed yet, consider becoming a part of the family by clicking the subscribe button and turning on your notification bell, selecting all notifications. So I'm happy to have all of you here. Today's topic is about how to look more confident. Oftentimes we hear about the things we need to do or think or feel in order to work on ourselves, but while we work on ourselves, we need to physically put things into practice before it comes naturally. And in light of that, today we're going to talk about all the things that you can do in order to appear more confident. The first thing you need to consider, well, at least one of the things, and these are really in no particular order necessarily, but let's get into it anyway. So you need to fix your posture. Fixing your posture is a good thing because it will help you to appear less tense and it will make you look more relaxed. Keep your shoulders back and drop them down slightly and lift your chin, and while doing that, slightly raise the chest. Raising your chest gives you an air of confidence. When you slouch, you look more withdrawn, and you'll hear this word a few more times, you look uncomfortable, and confident people are not typically uncomfortable, at least not in normal situations. Also, when you're talking with other people and you're in conversation, avoid having a closed posture. Closed posture includes things like crossing your arms, hunching your shoulders, crossing your legs, hiding behind physical items like a door or a desk, or even going into a room by yourself. And it's normal to want your personal space, of course, but in terms of having conversations with people or a person, try not to do these things in order to appear more open and ready to engage in conversation. The next thing you need to do is make eye contact. When we're anxious, it's easy to avoid eye contact. We look down, we look away, we do everything but look at the person that we're talking to. And maybe the other person might kind of think it's a bit rude because it shows as though we're not paying attention to them. But honestly though, it really sends a message that we feel inferior, or we feel less than or uncomfortable, or we act a bit submissive by doing that. Having eye contact is a good form of non-verbal communication. And when you do have good and proper eye contact, it helps us project confidence. It shows that we're assertive, like you know what you're about. Of course, too much eye contact looks too aggressive, or it could even look creepy because nobody wants somebody staring at them, so don't stare. Now, there's a way in order to have the right amount of eye contact, so let's get into that. First of all, blink normally. You don't want to be blinking too fast, just be relaxed. Don't blink too slow because then you'll look like you're kind of staring. So blink normally. Also, break your eye contact when there's silence. Somebody's talking to you, they say what they had to say, you respond. Would you keep just looking at them? No. That's very strange, and we don't want to make other people feel weird or creeped out or uncomfortable. So if there's some silence, look away, even if it's silence for a few seconds or a couple minutes. Take some brief pauses. Look at the wall, look at the floor, look at something or someone else, shift your gaze, but don't focus too specifically on one particular item though, because then it will look like if you're staring into the abyss, and that could also come off as strange and make you look uncomfortable, therefore making you look unconfident. Another thing you can do is keep eye contact while someone is talking. And in groups, it's important to share the eye contact evenly, so that way no one feels like they're left out. Imagine you're in a group with 6 people, that's a random number, 6 people, and there's one particular person talking. But you only fixate on this one person. And maybe that's because you know them and you don't know the other people. But how would you feel if you were in a conversation and you see people only focusing on other people and no one is looking at you, no one has shown that they're interested in what you have to say? So think about it like that. Sharing eye contact evenly among the crowd allows people to not feel left out. Another thing you can do is smile. Not only do you look younger and happier when you smile, you also look way more approachable. Nobody likes, as we say in Trinidad, nobody likes a sourpuss, right? I don't know if we say that elsewhere. But yeah, nobody likes a sourpuss. Nobody likes somebody that always looking like if they're apart from the group, nobody would appreciate or want to walk up and talk with somebody who looks like they're frowning or they're too serious. So smile sometimes, and smile in conversation. It doesn't need to be a huge bright smile, but even a slight smile with the lips, it helps you look more pleasant. You look more friendly, you look happier, and you definitely look more confident. The next thing you can do in order to appear more confident is to try not to fidget. So things like playing with your hands, twiddling your thumbs, shaking your feet and legs, these things cause you to look uneasy and uncomfortable. It makes it look as if you're nervous about something, where in some situations there's really nothing to be nervous about, in most situations even. Showing confidence is looking as though you belong there, and it's reveling and owning your individual space. So don't fidget, try to be more relaxed. As with most things on this list, you have to consciously think about not fidgeting. It's better you maybe go on your phone and do something on your phone than you just play with your hands and shake your feet and twiddle your thumbs. At least you will look as though you're occupied by something else versus just looking nervous and fidgety. Another thing to do is to move with intention. With this point, we're looking at the simpler things. Like if you're going to eat a snack, if you're going to walk into a room, whether it's a room of people or you're walking out of a room, you're picking up the phone, move with intention. These are the things that you plan to do. These are preconceived plans. So why hesitate? Another thing is to be mindful of your facial expressions. And this is straightforward. If you look scared, people will think you're scared. And if you look confident, if you look assertive, if you look as if you belong in that space that you're sharing or that you're in, then people will find you more approachable and they will see you as confident. So just be mindful of the facial expressions that you make when you're going about your daily life and your daily activities, especially when there are people around. So this definitely couldn't be a talk on how to look more confident if I don't mention speaking. When you're trying to appear more confident, or when you are a confident person, because we need to manifest this. When you're a confident person, you speak clearly and you speak up. Control your tone. Try not to have too much tension on your tone. No one is really forcing you to speak, so just be mindful of the tone that you use and breathe as you speak. No need to hold your breath in or blurt everything out. Speak slowly. Don't be a turtle, but it's not a race either, so don't speak too slowly, don't speak too quickly. Maintain a normal pitch and cadence. Cadence has to do with the rhythm, so you don't want to speak too fast and wondering what to do and oh my god, and then so I decided no. Try to maintain a normal range of pitch and cadence. And get rid of filler words like like. We usually use these type of filler words when we're unsure of what we want to say. What you need to do is formulate your thoughts first. And in order to do so, take a moment. You don't need to respond to everything as soon as it happens. Whether you need a few seconds to get yourself together, get your words together, do that. And that's where we sound less unsure. Confidence is not being unsure. Confidence is being secure in the way that you feel and the way that you think. Speaking confidently, though, isn't about speaking loudly. So there's no need to shout. Maintain a regular volume and just ensure that the people that you're speaking with can hear you clearly. Next, you want to engage in conversations. Try not to shy away from conversations. And this is something that I myself am currently working on this. It's easy to withdraw. Especially if you're an introvert, it's easy to want your own space. But in group conversations or in any conversation, it's important that your voice is heard. that you share your opinions and your views about things. And in doing so, this kind of prevents other people from walking over you, and it also prevents you from doing things that you just plainly don't want to do. So share your opinions, share the way that you think about the world, share your feelings. Don't just allow people to assume, because that's when people might start to take advantage. This next point is one of my favorites. Pamper yourself. Get your hair done, get your nails done, dress well, wear some nice perfume, Doing these things not only makes us feel better about ourselves and our appearance, but it really helps us subconsciously. It makes us walk a little better. It somehow helps us have a better posture because we are proud to show what we worked on. So pamper yourself, and this could be in the simpler things, right? Being well groomed and just feeling comfortable in the way that you present yourself helps your confidence so much. This other point has also taken me some time to get used to, but I'm there now, if not much closer. And this point is to accept compliments. So you've taken the time to work on yourself, right? You've pampered yourself, you've worked on the way that you speak, the way that you engage with other people. And now that you've worked on yourself, you're getting compliments. Confident people accept compliments because they know that they are valuable and that they put work into being the person that they are. So accepting a compliment doesn't mean that you're not modest or humble. It just means that you're showing appreciation and thanks to the giver of the compliment. And it shows that you validate what they say. And that act of accepting their compliment and validating what they say shows that you have confidence in yourself and you agree with the positive point. That in itself is a great confidence booster. And the last point I want to share is to practice mirroring. Mirroring is basically, as the term suggests, you're reflecting back what is given. Mirroring the posture and the actions of the person or persons that you're interacting with helps a lot because it levels the playing field. It shows a type of mutuality. It shows that no one person is above the other, or no one person is really more confident than each other. We're both equal in this discussion. We're both equal in the place that we are at, and we both have a lot to give and a lot to share. It allows you to feed off of the confident energy. Of course, you don't want to mirror people who lack confidence. You don't want to mirror people who seem unsure of themselves, but you want to mirror what you want to give off, basically, and that's that positive, confident energy. So I hope that you take all of these points into practice, whether you do have confidence and you're trying to just get a little more confident, or you really do lack that self-confidence and you're trying to foster that and to get better in that regard. Follow these tips. They will definitely be very helpful, and I myself will look back and try to implement this even more in my everyday life. So, thank you so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching this video. And again, if you like these points and you're interested in hearing more from me, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It helps out a lot in this here YouTube algorithm. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.